So, I've been reading all the comments and I've been bombarded with a request to make a pizza with ground chicken as the crust. So here we are. Saturday night, and I figured, you know what? It's either this or Papa J's, and I got a wedding I gotta lose 5 pounds for. So, ground chicken pizza it is. And I was reading this, if I'm using this whole thing for the crust, it's 22 grams of protein times 4. So the crust is gonna have 88 grams of protein. And so what I'm gonna do is throw these pepperonis on top, and they're turkey. And I don't know how many I'm gonna use, but each serving has 10 grams of protein. So I could have like an 100 gram protein pizza. So I'm gonna throw some cheese on top, some pasta sauce. You know we gotta throw the spices on there. Let's see how it tastes. First step, getting this bad boy set to 400. So making the crust of this, recipe calls for 1 pound of that ground chicken. Gotta get all the protein in there. 2 eggs. And I did forget to buy Parmesan. But good news is I bought 2 mozzarellas, so this will have to work. It says about that much. Then it says some pepper. It says some salt. Maybe a little too much. Some garlic powder. And finally, your gourmet Italian choice. I'm Irish, but if I were Italian, I think this would be my choice. A little more pepper on there for good look. Now we're mixing. We're calling an audible, throwing in more of this right here. I'm trying to feel Italian with it. Get as much of that in as we can. A little more salt. It says a tablespoon of each. And I just don't know what that looks like. But if I had to guess, it would look something like that. While we're at it, oh yeah. Yeah, now we're cooking. Now that we got it all mixed up, I'm gonna throw it on this pan right here. Try to get it as even as possible. Now this is the hard part. I don't know if I go circle or if I go square for the pizza. Because that does have to be a factor that you think about when you're pouring some ground chicken on a platter. This thing's kind of massive. It's like 1.5 palms. It's pretty solid. All right, now that it is flat, I'm gonna take this, slide her on in the oven for some amount of time. Couldn't tell you. So we went with 25 minutes. Oh! I have no idea if this is done. It's like liquidy, but yeah, a little play. Alrighty. So we let her sit for 5 minutes. Now we're gonna throw on some salt. Oh my gosh. I got pasta sauce and not pizza sauce. I didn't know there was a difference. Wait a minute. Okay, I do have, I got some Prego. Is that any better? Oh yeah, all right. You know, life's all about audibles. Throw a little more seasoning on than we originally expected. Now we're throwing on some Prego. This looks like it's gonna work a lot better. I'm gonna just spread that evenly. Now we're gonna load it up with some queso. Now it's time for the peps. Again, we got the turkey. And again, we are not going to be shy with these right here. Load it up. My only question is I'm using turkey, pepperoni, and chicken bread. I don't know if because it's the shape of a pizza, it's supposed to taste like pizza, or if it's just gonna taste like a turkey chicken. Couldn't tell you. Alrighty, now that she's all dressed up, it's time to go back in the oven. And I threw it up to 450. And I think I'm gonna throw it in there for probably like 5-ish minutes. Alrighty, this is the finished product. Let it cool off for like 5-ish minutes. See what we're working with. So it's been about 5 minutes and I actually found a pizza cutter. So we're gonna get this all sliced up. I mean, from here it looks like a pizza. So it's promising. Alrighty. First bite. One bite, everybody knows the rules. I will say the flop on this pizza looks phenomenal. Take a look at that. One bite, everybody knows the rules. So I can tell right away, this is where I poured the pasta sauce right there. So that was mid-audible. It just tastes like chicken. But you know what? For 100 grams of protein, and I think this has like 700 calories for the whole thing, I would give this a 7.4. As I'm ripping through this, I think I'm gonna change my 7.4 to a 9.6. As I was thinking about it, I did all the math. The full pizza is 980 calories. And in that, you're getting a pound of meat, which is awesome. And I'm not even done yet. I'm pretty full. And another thing, tastes phenomenal with some milk. So if this is under 1,000 calories and I get 100 grams of protein, I might make this more often. 9.6.